Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Leashed On, a podcast where I'm leashed onto a certain topic for 15 minutes or more. Ooh, I got to write with the hands. Also, let's tune in. I kind of got a new cut. I'm really wanting to bring back my mullet. Insert picture of my most luscious mullet. Sometimes, like, you know when you do something to yourself and you're like, oh my goodness, like, I need this change, and then the change comes and you're like after the fact, like, as much time has passed, because, like, for me, my hair has come a long way. As I talk, I'm going to insert photos so you can see. First, I had my long hair. I had really, really, really long hair. And then my mom made me cut it. I was actually really upset when my mom made me cut it. Like, you can see the curls in the back and everything. Ignore the fact that I'm wearing a Nike Tech. But that was the style of the time. You just got to trust and believe. So, I had my long hair, cut it down to this. It was like my first instance of curtain bangs, wolf cut, all of the above. This was after I had played with my hair. Insert here. I had some fucked up bangs. I don't know why somebody let me around scissors, but I did watch a YouTube video on how to make a wolf cut. So I feel like we all have to have that era where we cut our hair. So that happened. It went from long hair to really kind of curly bang hair. And then after that, I had let it grow out, and it grew out into I'm trying to think, because, like, I really don't have the pictures right now. So, like, I can just be putting my hands and inserting random photos. But I had, after that, what I have? Then I had really long hair my freshman year. Beautiful hair, too. I had really awesome hair. And at the time, like, I never really touched it. It kind of just, like, all grew out. And it was, like, probably about to here, if I'm being pretty realistic. Like, here. I'm standing, my hair was here. I could cover my boobs if I was in the shower. And then I first chop it off here. And mind you, like, my hair still had layers. Whoa. And my hair still had layers, and I also had bangs. Like, I still have my bangs. I'm always going to have my bangs regardless of what. I don't know why. It's not that I have a big forehead. I really don't, y'all. I really don't got a big forehead. I just like bangs. I feel like I just do. I just like myself with bangs. I do. So, I mean, I also mess with the middle part. Like, I could probably middle part my hair right now, and it still won't look terrible, but I do like my bangs. So then I cut it. My significant other at the time did my haircuts after that. She cut my hair. She would give me layers, and it would look nice. Like, kudos. Like, amazing thing got out of that relationship was a fire cut. I didn't have to wait in a barbershop. Didn't have to sit there and wonder what I'm going to talk about with the hairdresser. Because my mom always took me to Hispanic hairdressers. So then it's like, how do I tell them that I want layers and a wolf cut when, you know, they're all doing, like, keratin hair treatments and probably, like, the Hispanic Karen. I'm going to call it the Maria. Like, that's the best thing I could think of. And it's just, like, this haircut. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. So, I did have my hair short. And then come my sophomore year, I first got a mullet. My mom's significant other at the time, he was like a barber and he knew a bunch of barbers. And I was like, yeah, like, I really want a mullet. I had asked him if he could do the mullet because he went to barber school and everything. He was like, oh, like, I don't know. I don't want you to mess it and hate me or whatever. So I was like, okay, fine. So I got my first cut, from like a real barber. Like, I actually got the guards and everything. So this is it. I genuinely hated it. And I hated it in the way that it was like my hair wasn't trained to have a mullet in it yet. If that makes sense. Like, my hair wasn't mullet trained. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, it was still like wanting to be long and like kind of short and flowy. And so it didn't work right in a mullet. Like, it kind of just drooped over. Like, right now I can say that my hair can raise itself in the way that the mullet's supposed to go. So did cut it. And then after that, I grew it and just started like kind of doing the sides and shaving the sides. And it had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long mullet like this. I had dyed my hair when I had it short. My significant other at the time didn't only just cut my hair, but she also dyed my hair. And I never did a full hair. I just did like the underneath. So these hairs of mine are really used to being dyed and bleached and made blonde and whatnot. But at that time, I think I had it pink, and then the pink washed off while I was in Italy, and then it just kind of like went to the blonde. It was more like a brown. Like, I was like, when you try to go from black to blonde, like, it was like that weird in between brown, like the Goldilocks brown. That's what I call it. I don't know. I did not like Tana Mojo. I need to bleach in tone. I did not bleach in tone. So monkey covering eyes emoji. Thanks. So yeah, no, I did not do that at all. And then time passes, and I'm still kind of just like shaving the sides. And then I still have my luscious mullet all throughout sophomore year. But then I was like, oh, I really want to cut the blonde out. Then come my clean cut of the summer. In the beginning of the summer, I had it pretty much like kind of shortish, but it was like still my natural hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I have no blonde in my hair. Breakup comes. I want something new. I get my eyebrow pierced and I get my septum done, which I am planning to get back, by the way. Like, I love this place that I go to in like the next town over for me. If you know, you know, it's like $10 a facial piercing. That the lady who does septums has seen me, kid you not, like 12 times. I have got my septum done 12 times. That was saying that the first time I got it done was the spring semester, my freshman year. And I don't care. I love me with the septum, but like there's been times my ring came off and it never, like I've never let my septum fully heal. My septum is never fully healed, and neither has my eyebrow. Like, I've got the holes where it would go, but I am really planning to get it back. I think I'm going to get it back, like, over the summer, because, like, right now with some sports that I'm doing, and it's just, like, I know that it wouldn't have time to just steadily heal, so I'm going to get in the summer. But don't worry. Pierced up Priscila is coming back. Piercings by Priscila is coming back. Do not fret. Do not fret. But then I'd cut it, and it was, like, my natural hair. And then my friend, her mom actually is the person that still does my hair. She was able to, like, somebody I knew, she was able to just dye my hair. And she did the underneath, and that was pretty fire. Because then it was, like, I had my mullet, and, like, the underneath was pretty much, like, I don't know how to call it. It was just, like, phew, it was pretty fire. It was, like, an underneath mohawk. And so insert here. I had my fire blonde in my hair. And then, come like my junior year, because that was just kidding. That was like my sophomore year, summer into junior year. Come my junior year, I still had it pretty long, and then it was like, I let it get a little too long, and I didn't really know what to do with it, and I lost like the mullety look. It was more just like a wolf cut. Insert here, and it kind of got like really thin and just like wispy, but it was also long. And I mean, it was okay. I liked it in a visor. It worked for when I was an advisor. And so I kind of had this like cut where it was just like more of a feathered look, and then I started to cut it shorter and shorter till it got this short. And then this was like in the spring where it got that short, and I just went shorter ever since. And then I was like, okay, well, I don't want this blonde in my hair. So we kept cutting, and then come like last summer, this was my hair, and it was relatively still short. Honestly, it was short, but I liked it that way because it was like summer and I went out a lot and I sweat, and so it was just like when my hair was sweaty, I could just like flip it back and not worry about it looking greasy because it was like so short that it wasn't like the sweat didn't heavy it down. It just like kind of like kept it in. I don't have pictures of me sweaty, but you just have to envision it. And so now I am where I am at, and I'm trying to grow it back out. I love my mullet. I love my mullet to death. I like the look. I like the rock. And I know that I actually have wavy hair, so it's like in the back, it'll curl up because my hair is wavy. And so, yeah, I just want to talk about how much I appreciate my mullet. And there have been times some people have asked me, like, I've referred a bunch of people to my barber, and I have also referred a bunch of people to, like, my hairstyle. Like, there's been 3 people who took 360s of my hair so they can show either whether it be their barber or my same barber the haircut for them to have what they have now. And I think that's pretty fire. I feel like mullets are such a fire look. And with that saying, like, I do a lot of reflecting into, like, my eras. And so that's what today is about. I don't know if I've even made that clear. With the haircut eras, also came my style eras. And so one of my favorite styles that I will always kind of talk about is just... my freshman year, I was so freaking dripped out, bro. But because this was before before everybody started wearing jorts and the camo packed sun hoodie and the new school Vans, bitch, I was rocking that shit. Actually, I wore jorts sophomore year, and people would be like, "Why you got those rips in your jeans?" Yeah, bitch, I made them myself. So what? But I like, dude, thrift stores used to have the firest jorts. I still have them to this day. I'm talking about like real deal raw denim. I had to get jorts that were like 44 on the waist just to be baggy, just to give the baggy, you know? So fire. At that time, I would call myself like more grunge. I had Affliction. I had like a bunch of like just like skull tees and like tees that had a lot of designs up here, and then tees that had designs back there, and like really baggy tees. And I used to wear slides all the fucking time. You would not catch me with like closed-toed shoes. If I did wear closed-toed shoes, it was Converses. So that was like my drip freshman year. Honestly, it was just like these fire tees and like just baggy jeans, but they were actually bootcut jeans. Unpopular opinion, but I like bootcut jeans more than I do flares. But that's just because they fit my legs a lot better than flares do. Because flares like go really tight on my thighs, and then they taper to my knees, and then they boom go out knees on, and I just don't like that look. I feel like I like the baggy because the boot cut, they're baggy, and then they have like a slight flare so they can fit the boots, obviously. So, but knowing I don't own a pair of them $200 boots, for me it's just like more of a natural flare, and it's fire when I wear my chunkier shoes. It looks fire because the flare kind of covers up the sides as it would if it were boots. So then come my sophomore year, I played around with layering. At this time I had my glasses. I'm supposed to wear glasses. And I played more with layering come that spring, because my sophomore year, I dead ass only wore hoodies and sweatpants. I had more athletic wear. Like I would wear like sweatpants and then shorts under them, and then I'd go to the gym and then wear the sweatpants and then take them off and then wear my shorts. So I wore more athletic wear. I had like Nike hoodies. I wore the fuck out of my Yeezy slides. They're like so beat now. Like if I went and grabbed them, it would be unrecognizable. So I had kind of more athletic wear come that like the fall and winter of my sophomore year, and then like spring and summer. For the summer, I had the same aesthetic every summer, and I will not change it for the life of me. It's my favorite aesthetic. I like to wear what they like to call the like not bohemian, but like kind of just like boat style. Like I will wear button ups and like leave the top two unbuttoned, and then just wear like a sports bra under it, and wear linen pants, or wear more like linen shorts, or if I'm wearing, or like kind of just like that flowy material pants, wearing the fuck out of clogs, wearing the fuck out of Birkenstocks. Like that is my summer style to a T. And then when I'm a summer camp counselor, I will rock it more like I will look like a camper. I will look granola as fuck, and I love it. And I love it with my mullet. Oh, it's just such a perfect tie. It's just such a perfect tie. So, with my eras, I wouldn't even say that they were kind of like with personalities, but it was just like my style definitely fluctuates, and I'm still really open to a lot of style changes. Right, like recently, come winter, I've been picking up more of a golferish style. Like I've been wearing Polo Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger, and more just like older golfer brands, like even Titleist and Callaway wear. It's more just like kind of V-neck sweaters, sweater vest. And it's funny because I wanted to dress like that freshman year, and I had a lot of sweater vests that I still have in my closet to this day, just never have came to wear them. Freshman year, I've now been able to wear them now, and so I really just like that layering of just a nice vest, and not even just a button up, but just a long sleeve. And so honestly, like I had more of a golfer wear this year. Well, this fall actually I worked a lot, and so I kind of just had my like basic, my work wear, like my Starbucks barista outfit, ready for like the uniform, for the military uniform type. And so I didn't really get to like play around with my style, but I'm very frugal when it comes to my style. Like I best and believe I will find a designer brand in the thrift, whether it's my size or not. I will find it, and I will make it my size, because I found it, it's a holy grail. Like I have a mossy oak fire camo jacket, and it's 2XL. I'm gonna shrink it somehow. Don't worry. It's gonna shrink, and it's gonna fit me, and everybody's gonna be like, damn, what size is that? A medium? No, bitch, it's a 2XL. How I shrunk it, you may ask? I went into the linens and removed them myself, actually. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I microbladed them to fit my body, my proportions. But as of late, actually, I have been suit shopping. I have been trying to find higher quality blazers, because come my homecoming, insert fire picture of my blazer. I got that blazer in Puerto Rico, and it was from a very nice suit place. They took my measurements and everything. I felt like I was in a fucking Rolex store. They gave me complimentary drinks and foods while we talked about the best way to fit them. And I got to learn a lot more about suits. And I also got to learn a lot more about suits when I wore my prom suit, insert here. And even get it tailored to me in that way that they asked me like which way that I want the like collar to fit. Do I want the little pocket thingy? Do I want a pin? Like I was like, damn, I've been here like, freaking feeling like in the movie The Devil Wears Prada, like, oh, here they freaking suit fitting me and everything. Feeling like I need my own tailor. But then just with time, I've also realized like I probably do need more blazers. I have a lot of formal wear. I've got a good amount of like dress shoes. I've got a amount of dress pants. I've got nice belts. I actually do not own a tie. Fun fact, I do not own a tie. For prom, my tie was like a clip-on tie, and then for homecoming, I had a bow tie. So I actually do not have my own tie. Well, I have a bow tie, but I don't have my own tie. So I've been looking into ties, because a lot of people that I know have a bunch of ties that they're willing to get rid of, and that's like willing to get rid of, and they're like Dior and Prada, and I mean, damn, I'm thinking one singular tie itself is probably $325. So honestly, I might just have to cop me some, give me some nice ties, and then it's like I get a suit from the Goodwill, but then I have a fire tie, and it's like, yeah, whole suit's like 1K itself, bitch, what? But I definitely just kind of wanted to reminisce and talk a little bit about some of my style eras, because I like to reminisce and think about them, and especially when I go through my camera roll, it's like, dang. Like sometimes, like I knew freshman year, I was like, yeah, I know I'm going to dress in a way that's like, if I'm ever older, I don't have to sit there and be like, oh yeah, when I was a freshman, I had an embarrassing bowl cut. Oh, when I was a freshman, like my parents never cut my hair, or I had a buzz cut because I had lice. No, like I was like, no, when I look back, I'm going to be like, dang, my fits are fire. Like I knew what I was doing. And I will say that to this day. To be fair, did I have bad hair days? Oh, yeah. And I know I had some days that I can't think of the outfits that I wore, but I probably wore something that somebody would be like, why? Who gave you the confidence to wear that out? Bitch, me. I gave myself that confidence. But alas, if you guys are asking, whoa, the scenery looks a little familiar. I am in my old crib. I actually moved back to my old house, so I do not have like the more basement scenery with like the closet there and then the like dresser back there. Instead, I'm actually in my old room. It's pretty fire. I reorganized it and got new furniture, so this is really fire. But setup's still the same, video's still the same, I'm still the same. That's a freaking bar on the fame. I tried to rhyme there and I didn't. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I will see y'all later.